Hello and welcome to Geology Made Easy with Blueback Reservoir. Today we're going to take a quick look at well log interpretation in QC. So today we're going to use a workflow some of you may be familiar with, which is to create classifications in GDI and then create some interpretation from that. But what's different now is we can use the Portrayal WellSection window a bit more interactively to QC our results. So today we're going to firstly create an investigation of our well data and the spatial dimensions, then do this classic classification workflow in GDI, and before we're finished we want to display the results in a WellSection window. So here we could use some polygons or freehand filters to define our different classes and then see where they match up with the logs in the Portrayal WellSection window. So let's take a look at how to do that. So firstly what we want to do is to say insert object new Blueback GDI investigation, and in this example we're going to use some wells, and I'm going to choose my A wells and then add in the three dimensions that I want. So let's say porosity, permeability and also gamma ray. And then I'm going to add in my spatial dimensions x, y and depth, which I need to plot this data in any of the Portrayal windows. So then I basically just press OK, and that creates a new investigation in my tree. And then I can quickly open that up by right clicking on it and saying show in Blueback crossplot window. And then I quickly get my results here. So that's permeability against porosity, but let's for example change this to porosity against gamma ray, and then we have something that we want to interpret. So the first thing we can do is to create some classified regions using rectangle, freehand or polygon. So let's stick with polygon, and I'm going to make something like this for one class, then create a second one again using a polygon like so, and then maybe a final third one just using a simple rectangle here. Then we need to basically assign each of these selections a class. So if we right click on one of these regions and say classification group settings, I can then just create some empty classes for them. So create a new group, and then I'm just going to create 3 classes with random colors. It doesn't really matter to me what I do at this stage. So let's just press OK and create that. And then we can assign each of these to a class. So let's make this one the dark blue, this one the yellow, and then this one the light blue here. And then just to QC this, I can color by my classification group, and you can see where I have data corresponding to each class and some undefined points. Now it might be nice to QC this in any Portrayal window, but in my case I think the most relevant one is the WellSection window. So I'm going to create a new WellSection window like so, and then toggle on my A wells from here, which are there, and then the same logs, so this time the porosity, gamma and permeability. And then what we can do now is to toggle on the Blueback investigation in this window. So if I click like so, I'll just see a generic set of points, and then what I can do is in the investigation is to say Portrayal window style and then color it by the classification group. And then what we see is I get my colors in each of the Portrayal windows here, and then some undefined points. So if I just window this together, we should be able to play around a bit with the selections here and see where we are starting to redefine the interpretation in the different windows. So this is just a simple way to QC your interpretation before you create any logs, and then once you're happy with it you can, for example, right click on this here and say save as classified well log like so, and then you have a kind of static object which you can then display in your Petrel WellSection window if you wish, like so. So hopefully we showed today a little bit how you can use the cross-plot window together with the Petrel WellSection window, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Thanks.